welcome to Vlogmas Day 16. We are officially in the second half of December. It has been cold and cloudy and rainy and all that nice Christmassy type feel lately, and so I was like, I want to get some hot tea in my Christmas mug and just kind of relax by the fire again. And I'm all in my PJs and it's just all the feels right now. I have my stocking holder and my little stocking here. So this is the stocking I've had this thing for years, and unfortunately, since my parents moved to this house somewhat recently, we no longer have a fireplace. We end up putting all the stockings in the bedrooms around the house for everyone. So I really just wanted to hit the ground running with the New Year's resolution video because I don't think it is too early to start thinking about your New Year's resolutions. Let's get real. All of us are ready to think about 2021 and just completely forget that 2020 ever existed. The nice thing about considering your New Year's resolutions for next year is that you can pretty much improve on anything and everything in your life right now. 2020 has been rough on all of us. Be a little bit kinder to yourself on the resolutions that you're planning to do next year. For instance, I could easily say a resolution of mine is to get my hair cut once a month, like it used to be before 2020. I kind of approach my resolutions as very great suggestions. This video is going to have a few different parts to it, and the first part is that I wanted to go over my resolutions that I made for 2020, then go off of those and make my new resolutions. And then I'll finish the video off with some suggestions that I saw from an article for 2021 New Year's resolutions. Let me start this video off with resolutions by saying I'm so excited for my progress that I've made in 2020 on my YouTube. Thank you to everyone who has supported my channel. Thank you to all my wonderful subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And you guys make it exciting. Like, if it weren't for you guys, it's not exciting to make content for nobody. So it's really, really great to have someone out there watching my content. So, getting into the resolutions and whether I pass or failed. One of my first resolutions was that I would take Mia out on at least one 30-minute plus walk each week. So with this one, I can already say I did not do a great job on that. Now, I do have a dog park at my apartment complex that I would take her to pretty frequently. I think this is something I can continue to work on this next year, but I wanted to actually make a new resolution based off of this and say I want to take her to the dog park more often to get her to have more interaction with other animals. And I think that's something that she really needs and misses now that we live by ourselves. The next resolution I had in my previous video was that I wanted to pay off my car this year, and I'm very excited to say that my car is paid off this year. So I at least completed that resolution, which I think is one of the hardest ones I had. Yay, kudos to me. However, after that, I said I'd love to pay off my car, that way I can start paying off my school loans. That I did not do, but I will say that is a resolution I want to carry over into 2021. Another resolution that I made for 2020 was that I did not want to take out any more student loans starting in the fall semester. That did not happen. I did take out some student loans in the fall semester. It was under the assumption that I would have my car paid off in the first half of 2020, but then a thing called 2020 happened. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Your finances are really tough right now in 2020. While we're on the topic of finances though, I also would like to say one of my new resolutions for 2021 is to make a budget and stick to it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. After that, I kind of got into my music stuff. So I am a musician and I had some goals for that. One of them was to have 13 weekly students. I don't know what I was thinking whenever I made that resolution, because that's just not, I don't even know how I could manage that and be a full-time student. And I have 7 consistent students each week right now, and I already feel like that is enough. I'm okay with having not reached that goal. Another one that I had was to practice at least 3 hours each week on my clarinet. That did not happen either, but I will say I have been playing a lot more this year. I think a part of that is because I have a Clarinet YouTube channel, and so I want to be able to produce content for that channel as well. So that kind of has helped me have an outlet to practice for something or to play for something, which has been really great. I did some really cool music projects this year, which one of them was an online virtual symphony, amongst other things. My next resolution, that was for 2020, was to graduate with my Master of Science, which I did. And I did on time. That was one of the parts of the resolution, was not only to graduate, but to graduate on time. Yay, kudos to me, I got that one. After that, my next resolution was to be admitted into the PhD program, which I'm happy to say I surpassed, because I was not only admitted into the PhD program immediately following my MS, but I also passed my prelims, which I actually have a YouTube video on, and am now a PhD candidate. So one of my resolutions for 2020 was to travel to New York City over spring break. When did COVID hit? Right before spring break. So I did not do much traveling at all this year except to home here in Tennessee. And so that one I am carrying over into 2021, which seems to be a theme somewhat, but you know what, 2020, we can just kind of say it didn't count, it didn't happen. So, you know, our resolutions from that year, you know, slide them over another year. Getting into my YouTube goals for 2020, I wanted to have more people in my videos, which I did really well. I have videos with a lot of my friends. I have a lot of my friends and family featured in my videos. Maybe not to the extent I wanted to, but COVID again happened, so it's not like you can really go and hang out with people. So I was a little ambitious. One of my goals for 2020 was to reach 1,000 subs. That did not happen. School happened, and then I could not upload as often as I wanted to. And yeah, 2020 again. That's just my excuse for everything. I feel like that's everyone's excuse for everything. Last I checked, I'm currently at 466. So really excited about that. My goal right now is just to reach 500. So, you know, if you're a new watcher, go ahead and click that subscribe button and help me get to that goal. But honestly, I've been very grateful and thankful for the growth that I have had. Whenever I made that video back in January, I said that I was hovering around 390. You know, I've grown. I have made some great progress on my channel. I am really happy with the growth I got, even though I did not reach that resolution. So another resolution for my YouTube at the time was to have over 100 videos on my channel. I'm happy to say I surpassed that. And I also actually have 2 additional channels since then. I currently have 97 published videos on my main channel, and then I have 16 videos on my music channel, and I have 41 videos on my gaming channel. So I have a total of 154 videos, this being the 155th video. By the end of Vlogmas, that number is going to be much higher too. I would like to say, while we're on the topic of YouTube though, I would love to hit over 20,000 views by the end of 2021. Ooh, I just got an idea. What if we made it 21,000 views for 2021? Let's do that on my main channel, not combining all my channels. Right now my main channel has somewhere between 10 and 11,000, and I'd also like to have 100 subs on my Clarinet channel. Not trying to focus so much on numbers, but it would be nice to see that kind of progress, and I think trying to get an additional 75 subscribers in 1 year is a lot more realistic. The last resolution I had on my 2020 video was to embrace my body image. I do have body dysmorphia. It's been something that's been a constant struggle, but I will say I'm proud to admit that I looked at myself without a shirt on in the mirror more times than I can count on my fingers, which is a lot more than I did in 2019. I made tremendous progress on just kind of looking at myself and accepting myself and not being upset about it, not letting it get me down or feel discouraged, feel self-conscious. I would say I did a great job of that, and I want to continue working on that in 2021. I really have missed live performances, and this is something I won't even blame COVID for, or 2020 in general. It's something that I was trying to start doing once I moved to Austin. I'd go to orchestra concerts and things like that in San Antonio, and I love things like that. I really want to make time to do those things. So now we're going to get into the article I mentioned earlier. They have 56 New Year's resolutions for 2021 that you should consider, and I thought it was really interesting, some of them that they had. I just wanted to mention some that I already do or can get behind, and even a couple that I'm going to try to incorporate as well. So first is to create a cleaning schedule and stick to it. So this is one that I do want to carry over into 2021 for myself, because whenever I first moved into my apartment, I was really great at keeping it clean. I would clean every weekend. You know, that's kind of how we are whenever we get like a new car or a new house or something like that. We always take care of it really well the first like few months of it, and then after that we just slowly start to let things slip here and there. But in 2020 it was really difficult to stay on any type of schedule. Routines were completely destroyed, I think, for everyone in 2020. So I really want to get some aspect of that back in 2021. Cook one new thing every week. I thought this one was really unique, and this is one I would love to do. I would even love to do a series on my channel with doing something like this. Realistically, I know I would already fail at this for every week, so I changed it for myself to every 2 weeks. I think I can squeeze a new recipe of some sort in every 2 weeks. Like, come on, twice a month, you can do that. And I might make some of my videos off of the new things that I'm trying, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see me do some content in the kitchen with trying new recipes and things of that nature, because I do love to cook, and I cook a lot. The next one is to share your resolutions one-on-one with other people. So I'm already doing that, so great job, Matthew. Woo! Talk about them with one another, and then you could even support one another in making sure you achieve those resolutions. So plan a vacation was one on this list. I 100% support this. I try to always have at least one vacation every year, and I think that's always been a great thing for me that I look forward to, so I highly recommend it for anybody. Become a plant owner was another one. This one is great because I feel like so many people became plant owners in 2020, so definitely in 2021 I recommend becoming a plant owner because it does liven up the space. And I've had a lot of fun with my plants, which I hope are not dead when I get back to Austin. Consider therapy. This one I love that they put on the list, and this one is not a joke. I would say definitely make sure you're prioritizing your mental health going out of 2020 and into 2021, because we don't want to bring all of this from 2020 into 2021. Let's just try our best to leave it at the door once we enter the new year. It's a fresh start. The light is at the end of the tunnel in 2021, and I think just focusing on that alone really just makes it feel much better entering into the year, even though we're still entering into it under similar conditions as we've had in 2020. Lifting weights was one they put on this list, and I do this 5 days a week. I do workouts and then I have 2 rest days. I highly recommend lifting weights if you don't do it already. It's so great for your health, and I cannot recommend it enough. So if you don't work out, try to start incorporating lifting weights because it's a game changer. Sanitizing your phone weekly. I thought this one was really interesting and definitely fits the theme of 2020, but going into 2021, just try to make sure that you're keeping things clean throughout and taking care of yourself. Donate old clothes. This is one of my favorite things to do, and I would say for me, what I end up doing is I have a rule where I don't buy more hangers. If I'm getting to a point to where I have more clothes than hangers, then it's like, okay, I have to donate stuff. So I donate clothes whenever I want to add new clothes into my wardrobe. You can approach it however you want to. Just donating in general without any type of methodology is always great. Invest in your skincare routine. So I will say this is one that I have been picking up already. As I mentioned before, I do use Tatcha products, and I've had this radiance mask for a while and I love it. And I actually incorporated an eye cream that I got a couple of weeks ago, and I'm actually trying a new skin cream as well. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. I wouldn't say this is a resolution I want to do for 2021, but it's one that I'm kind of, dipping my toes in just a little bit. Take more walks. So this is something I do all the time. I walked so much this year, every day, because when you're stuck in a 630 square foot apartment during quarantine, you have to get out and walk whenever you can. I highly recommend it. Just like lifting weights, walking has a lot of great benefits, not only for your physical health and well-being, but also your mental health. Go to bed on time. This is one that I wish I could do, but I already see myself failing for 2021. This is something I would never make a resolution, but just something that I strive for all the time, every day. If you can get on a regular sleeping schedule, kudos to you. I wish I could. hopefully I can when I'm out of school. So one that I really loved on this list too was take more trips with no destination in mind. This has me written all over it. I'm one of those people who loves last minute trips. I'm very spontaneous when it comes to traveling. There's like nothing that'll keep me from doing it. But what it's saying here is more like road trips. I love road tripping, but it's saying just get out on the road and just go. Like just drive somewhere until you reach somewhere that you're happy to be. And the last one is to ease stress with kindness. I love this one. I don't even think this should be a resolution. I think this is something that you should incorporate on a daily basis no matter what. And that's just being a decent human being. There is evidence that being kind can relieve stress. And so just try to be kind to one person every day. Just do one kind thing. You could say something nice to someone about what they're wearing, or like just try your best to do something kind for someone else every day. I'm gonna try and do that because that's not something I do every day, but I think that is such a wonderful thing that you could do every day. At least try to just, in general, be nice to people. Can we just be nice to people? So that is it, you guys. I really appreciate it if you made it all the way through to the end of this video. Please give it a nice thumbs up because it supports me and I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube channel, so make sure you smash that subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what some of your resolutions for 2021 are. I would love to hear some of the unique things that you might be doing or trying to achieve in your lives. By all means, please try to enlighten us on some wonderful ideas to get us through into a brand new start in 2021. See you tomorrow. Bye.